Shalom, shalom, shalom. Are there times you have confidence that you wonder, where did that confidence come from? This morning, I had a conversation with one of our staff that we work with in one of the universities, and he was telling me that he has found a wonderful house, and I saw that house on WhatsApp. And then he told me that he is being charged for the house 20,000, and that we can't afford that because we were not ready. We thought it would be probably just a 10,000, and then we would just get the house. And then I told him, we are not the kind of people who are intimidated by the amount of money asked, because our vision is not of this world. Our vision is eternal, and we believe in a God who is eternal and who has all the money, and therefore we should not be motivated or demotivated by money or lack of it. So whether we have money or we do not have it, the vision remains, and therefore we shall go forth and do God's will, purchase what we need to purchase, or continue with what God has called us to do, with or without money, because we live by faith and not by sight. And therefore I encourage him, just go ahead and tell him that the 20k that is required we shall get by the end of the day. And therefore I told him, just call the man and tell him that, because our God will not lack money. And that is not natural, that is supernatural. Because normally I will go and even when I'm buying mtumba, second-hand clothes, I'm told it's 200. I say, oh no, 200 is too costly. You know, these things even cost 100 shillings. Please reduce the price to 100, and we haggle over the price until that man has to budge and go down. Because as men of God, sometimes we are used to having things cheap or free. That is what we expect, because we are men of God. And while the world would go and purchase things that cost millions of shillings, knowing, oh, we are going to get this money from a bank, we are going to get it from our friends, they say great things and do great things, and they are not people of faith. And this brings me to some thought that I have in my mind right now. It's about how we should emulate the men of old, men of faith like Abraham, who, when he was told to leave the land that he was used to, did not ask God questions. Where are we going? When are we going to reach there? Who are we going to find there? So now, who do I need to go with? Are you sure that it will be safe for me? I'm an older man now. I cannot do some things I used to do when I was younger. He just left. And he followed the Lord to the land of the promise. And he followed the promises of God. He was told, go outside, look at the stars. Can you count them? He was shown the sand, and he said, can you count the grains of sand here? So will your children be. He walked by faith. And against all hope, Abraham in hope believed when he was told to take his son and offer him as a sacrifice, because he was confident that that same God who brings even things that are dead back to life is able to bring Isaac back to life. And that is the kind of faith we need to have. Oh, I'm saying we need. And personally, I struggle with lack of faith, unbelief. And we need to have faith. Oh, we need to. Because there is nothing that we can accomplish for God, in God, for the glory of God without faith. And we need faith much more now, even with technology. When we, by the touch of a button like this, we are able to get all the things in the world. We can get loans, we can get credit, whatever. Now, and we have credit more available now than ever. So instead of believing God to give us, we ask for credit. We go asking brethren, we go to the banks, we go to these money lending organizations to give us money. And of course, I've heard of many brethren who are now getting into debt to build churches, to build Christian organizations. Well, I am not against that, I wouldn't say. But as for me, I would say that things of God should not be built on loans. Because who are you taking the loan for? Maybe that's a story for another day. But now when I get a loan to build this center that is not complete, and then these Shylocks and banks and money lending organizations come for my neck, who will I cry to? Isn't the Lord able to sponsor his work? Isn't the Lord able to give all our needs according to his riches in glory? Is the same God who created the heavens and the earth with his word not able to supply 1 million, 1 billion, all silver and gold according to his word, if we believe it belongs to him? Then why not ask? The Bible says we ask and we do not get because we ask amiss. We want to use these things for our own selfish, greedy, egotistic desires. But he says, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened for you. For whoever asketh receiveth, and whoever seeketh findeth, and whoever knocketh, the door is opened for him. You have not asked. You have not asked. From this time now on now, ask and you will receive. This is the assurance of God. And I don't think Jesus was joking. He cannot joke. He cannot lie. He is not a God of gestures. He knows us. He knows that what he is asking of us to do, he is able to do. And he is able to give exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or imagine. He is a good God. So I wanted to say, I said those things by faith. And I believe by the end of the day, we shall not only be able to give that 20K required, but much more to the glory of this same God that we trust in. Hallelujah.